Welcome back to S.WigginsTV. As always, I'm your host, Worldwide S. Wiggins. I'm back with another dope interview for y'all, man. When you talk about hoods, man, that we've been hearing about for years, and it's not too much information on the internet, man. When you talk about soldiers, man, in that field that really been through it all, YA, you name it, man. This right here is going to be another dope treat for y'all, man. I'm talking about this should be in the Hall of Fame of the Wiggins interviews, the Wig reviews. That's what we go call it from now on, man. Please welcome my guest, Nutboy Toe from Waterfront, Piru. How you feeling, homie?
What's good, Wiggins? What's good? I'm feeling good.
For sure. Nut, man, so you the little one, not the big one. Are you number two?
Yeah, I'm the dope.
All right.
I'm a tough.
All
They
right.
also call me Lil Mobile, too. My dad, Big Mobile.
Oh, all right. For sure. Righteous.
But, I'm Nutty Boy, though. Nutty Boy, Big Shot.
All right. That's what's up, bro. Man, so many questions, man. Let's get straight to it, man. How old was Lil Nut, man, when he became familiarized with the Waterfront Pirus?
I was about, shit. I always knew about Waterfront, even before I was from there, but shit. When I jumped off the porch, I was about 14.
14. All right.
14 years old, yeah.
And what was it like at that time, man? And matter of fact, hold on, before we even get into that, like, Waterfront is over there by San Pedro, Wilmington area, and
Yeah. We're on the west side of Wilmington. I mean, some ghost town there on the east side of Wilmington.
Right. So, I mean, okay, so do you guys beef with the Long Beach Crips? I mean, I only know about two Crips in the area. That's like the Dodge City and the Harbor City. So, who's some other hoods that y'all into it with, bro?
Like the SOS, they're in Long Beach. Nowadays, the 2N. Who else? Yeah, and just mainly them in Long Beach.
All right.
The 2Ns and SOS.
And while we on the subject of San Pedro, I did hear a long time ago, man, that there was a. Did you ever heard? They want me to ask. You ever heard of like some? Was it 4th Street Crips? It was some Crips in the area.
I think they got something called 1-4 Crips or something.
14 Crips. Yeah, 1-4.
14. I heard about that way later. That wasn't around back in the day. Like it was just Dodge City. And then back in the day, the Mexican gang, Young Crowd, they had a little clique called Young Crowd Crip. But they all turned essays later. But they did have Young Crowd Crip too in Pedro.
Oh, wow. For sure. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right.
But that 1-4 stuff, that is around, though, but that's new to me. That's like way after my generation.
All right. I could dig it. You know what, Nut? Let's cut to the chase. We all done seen the if you haven't, you should go check out the interview of the Waterfront Pirus. Roughneck TV came out there, today hood there. Yeah, and well, a lot of us, familiar with the LA culture, man. We seen it, man, and kind of give us a breakdown, man, because I've been hearing that y'all projects got torn down, and it kind of took a toll on the hood. Like, kind of break that down for us, man.
Yeah, so basically, how can I say this? The projects got torn down like 2003, I think, maybe. Yeah. Maybe 2003. And then that was like our main headquarters, you know what I'm saying? We had apartments across the street from the project, too, be called the New Jack. You know what I mean? That's where a lot of homies sold dope. There'd be a lot of abandoned apartments and shit with smokers in them and shit. We called them the New Jacks across the street. So we mainly be in the New Jacks or we be in the projects. But once the projects tore down, a lot of homies didn't have own homes and houses around Wilmington like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But a lot of the Hispanics did. You know what I mean? A lot of the blacks lived in the projects or lived in apartments and stuff around there. So when they took the project, all they did was give everybody vouchers in Long Beach, Lancaster, Palmdale, and everywhere outside of Wilmington. And then when they built the new apartments, that's what they is now, the new Danish Strands, they didn't give them same people the vouchers to move back in them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So everybody just kind of spread it out. You know what I mean? But we still around. People still around Wilmington though.
All right.
People still around Wilmington. It's just people don't hang outside like it is like that no more with all the violence and shit going on.
All right. So is there another area where there might be a startup of a new clique of waterfronts?
Yeah, we got some in Greensboro, North Carolina, and Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, all right, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
For sure.
So as a youngin', man, you know, thugging coming up in the hood, man, you know, I'm hearing, man, you got a lot of YA, you know, stories, man, that you could share with us, man. Like, how was it your first time at YA, man?
YA was wild. YA, man, I had good memories in YA, though. Everything in YA was like a lesson. You got to think about it, I come from the early 90s, so there wasn't that many bloods on the unit when you first get to YA back then. It'd probably be like, if you got 3 homies on one unit, that was deep compared to the 15, 20 Crips, you know, that's on the unit.
Right,
so
right.
When I first got there, I had to go through my little tests and swabbles and get down off the dribble. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And back then, it was like reputable Crips from everywhere, like in Bloods, like Tiny Solo from A-Tray Gangsters, rest in peace, Carver Bone from Carver Park, Lil Lunch Meat from Crenshaw Mafia, Lil Rock the Bills from Brims, Bill Blast from 6 Deuce East Coast. You know what I mean? It was just niggas from everywhere. Tommy Shady from 7-4 Hoover, D-Dog from 9-4 Hoover. It was just hella niggas in there back in them days. So everybody back then was like household names when I was in YA.
For sure, bro.
A lot of battery packing. When you be sleeping shit, niggas crawling under the bunk, hitting you in the face with a battery pack and socking a lot. A lot of that going on.
Damn.
A lot of that going on. A lot of riots. You know, when you go like the Paso Youth Authority, it'd be a lot of riots. It'd be more racial riots. Niggas is gang banging. Oh, excuse me. They gang banging, but they have a lot of racial riots. So when you have a racial riot, they have this thing called GMTD. This the only place I seen it was at Paso Robles Youth Authority. They'll march you like in a gym, and with your boxers and t-shirts on. So everybody who's involved in the race riot, they put you on your stomach for like 8 hours flat with your hands handcuffed behind your back. And then, you know, your shoulders kind of get numb for being like that. Then you start crying, need to use the bathroom. They used to let you piss on yourself.
Oh, man.
It was a hell of a type of torture shit. Excuse me. You know what I mean? All that stuff going on. It was kind of crazy in the 90s.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. And you know what, man?
Yeah.
Speaking of, you know, that's a touchy subject, man, but, you know, we gonna speak on it, man. Speaking of racial tension, man, you guys have been known to be a tour with a, you know, specific Latino gang out there in Wilmington. So, man, would you say that was y'all worstest beef?
Yeah. Yeah. We don't get on no WeMos. We don't get on none. I don't care what side they from. We don't get on none of it. A lot of them, the ones from the west side that was in my generation, those from the 90s, a lot of them was blood. A lot of them was from Waterfront Piru. You know what I mean?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of the WeMos, a lot of they big homies, them little young dudes, they big homies, they daddies was from the hood. Some of their mamas are still from the hood. The girls, a lot of the girls didn't switch. But I got a lot of Mexican homegirls from the hood. All the dudes from back then that was Hispanic, they switched when the war got on them.
Wow. So
yeah, but a lot of them.
At any point, man, did y'all ever like maybe you in the Harbor City Crips or the you know, because the Dodge Cities go through racial tension too with the Rancho San Pedro.
Right.
So did y'all ever say,
Right.
hey, you know what, Blood or what, hey man, you know, what's up, man? You know, we black, man. What's up? You know, bump that. Let's come together.
We ain't really even got into it them years. It's been years. They kind of, because the Harbor Cities, they get into it with like, I think they cool with their essays, but they beef with the East Side Torrances and the 204th Street Harbor Lomas. I think they beef with some Emas too. But then the Dodge Cities, I think the only national beef they got is within their city. I don't think they beefing nothing outside of that. And then us. So yeah. Our focus. I guess we all be focused. Everybody focus on what's going on in their neighborhood, in their community. Because I know we ain't been worried about them. I don't know if they've been worried about us. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I could dig that.
Yeah. But in my day though, we was beefing with them though. You know what I'm saying? We was cool with the Wemas, but we was beefing with the Dodge Cities and the Harbor Cities. That was an ongoing war. That was down there every day when I was coming up. The drive-by shootings was in style. You know what I'm saying?
Right, for sure.
So we used to beef with them. We used to go project to project back in my day with them. Then when I came home from youth authority, I was one of the first one. I was the first one from the hood that got shot when the war kicked off with the Wema, with the West Side Wema.
Wow. Oh, this. Oh, yeah.
I was the first one to do.
This official,
I was the first homie to get shot during that war.
Man, that's crazy, man. Yeah. Did it ever kind of die down? Like at some point?
Hell no. Hell no. I remember there was only 10 homies around. Everybody else was in jail. And they still was going down.
For sure.
Yeah, that ain't gonna die, man.
No, I feel
that's gonna be where it's at.
Right.
Yeah. He'll die down with the other people. He'll die down with the other people before it die. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To keep it real.
I respect it, for sure.
Yeah.
So, speaking of, being cool, man, how did y'all relationship with the Ghost Town Bloods become so, tight, man?
A lot of homies, we got relatives from there. They got a lot of family members from both sides. So they bring us together, and being that we the only two black guys in Wilmington, you know what I mean? We just push the same line. We got the same exact enemy. You know what I'm saying? So shit, or they take on, we take on. Right. But we tight with like the Scottsdale Piru too, and the California.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Boston West Side, we fuck with the we mess with the Scott Parks, the homies from Centerview, 510, we mess with all the homies. Chronicles, they kind of like, to me back in the day, it was basically some little waterfronts for me. They used to be in the projects with us.
Wow. For sure. That's cool.
Yeah, but Ghost Town, they're my homies. Them everyday homies right there.
So let me ask you this, man. Having connections to Compton and all that, man.
Right.
How who, like, which hood? Because Piru's originated in Compton. No disrespect, but who, which hood would you say gave y'all a start? Was it West Side?
I think the big homie said it was either like Ludus Park, because they got family over there, or it's West Side. So I think Ludus Park.
All right.
When my homie Kevin, we did an interview with Alex from Street Gangs, and the big homie kind of like said that in that interview.
Oh.
That's some history I learned right there too.
That's dope. All right. All right. So coming out of YA, man, did you ever hit the county or did any prison time? Like, what was that for you, man?
So I got YA. I was probably out like 7-8 months. Then within that 7-8 months, I got shot up. And then right when I got out the hospital, it was like the war was going on. And then I got sent to Vallejo. Then I ended up catching a case up north. And
Wow.
then, yeah, so when I called the case, I still got the philosophy bag on me and everything. I ended up going to the county out there and got sent to like 5 years for a robbery and went to San Quentin. I started my time off in San Quentin. I was 18.
For sure. Wow, that's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So I had San Quentin, then I hit Jamestown, I had Folsom, then I hit Sinella. Then I ended it right there in Sinella.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I paroled from the 4 yard, level 4 2 yard.
All right. Now, while you was, maybe in prison or on the streets, have you ever I ask everybody this. Have you ever seen maybe a keyway, and maybe he's one of them keyways that you not really a tool with like that? You be like, you probably gave him a pass. Did that ever happen?
All the time.
Oh yeah.
All the time. I don't been around some ops I was cool with. You know what I mean? Same love. You see in there. You know what I'm saying? I see on the street, we look at each other, acknowledge each other, and do a move.
Oh, for sure, man. Even Dodge City?
I got relatives from Dodge City, hella relatives. You gotta know this. In the Harbor area, everybody know each other. But I got homies that got babies by girls that's from Harbor City crib. You know what I'm saying? I got homies that got kids by girls that's from Dodge City.
Oh, for sure, man.
Real talk, yeah. A lot of people be knowing each other. The new generation, I don't really be knowing like that. But like the original generations, like I be knowing them. A lot of homies got kids by each other. They ain't got no kids by my homegirls or none of that, but my homies got kids by them. By their homegirls.
For sure. Now,
yeah.
Do you see in the future, like maybe somewhere in the future, like maybe Waterfront Piru coming back? Like as deep as y'all was, like in that area, like because it is some numbers. I did see the interview, and it is some numbers in there. And what you think, bro?
Yeah, but see, a lot of people wasn't there. See, that was like a lot of people was at the park. A lot of people weren't there because like at a time there was like a split. You know what I mean? So we barely bringing it back together. You know what I mean? The last year or two. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
it was like a little split, a little in-house. You know what I mean? But now everybody like pushing the same movement together now.
For sure.
It's a little bit, but now there's a whole new generation now of Waterfront. At first there wasn't that many young homies. There's a whole new young homies. I got a couple of little homies in jail for busting on the wing mouse and stuff and popping some. They're in juvenile. You know what I mean? Right now, finding cases.
Oh yeah, like teenagers.
Yeah, free tunes. Yeah, 17, free tunes, free Lil 820, free Mac off.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like there's people around.
All right. Now, man, do you see a lot of gentrification going on these days in Wilmington, or is it kind of just a rent thing?
Nah, it's gentrification. Ain't nothing but Wilmington probably 95% Hispanic. When I was in Wilmington, it was blacks everywhere. Blacks, Samoans, Hispanics. The Hispanics had jerry curls and all that. Braids. You know what I'm saying? It was different back then. Now, it started changing. Like once the projects kind of left, everything started changing. Then I went to the pen for 5 years and I came back. It was really different. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it. We into it with people we kind of grew up with in these projects. People that we know their mamas and they know the homies' mamas and sisters, or they used to be from the hood. So you kind of know who active and who ain't active. You know what I'm saying? They just switch. the switch came during that little war when the Mexican mafia was like, you know what I'm saying, get on all the blacks. Remember during that time?
In the 2000s.
Yeah, that's when it started getting that worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They started pushing the line, but the beginning of the war started when this one dude came home. We ain't going to say his name. He's dead now, but he came home pushing a racial line, and then they started switching little by little. And then when you got like 2-3 homies that's Mexican, and they homies from your hood, and you've been pushing lines with them in juvenile hall, spending the night at their house, then you see them turn a whole SA gang now, and you gotta watch them now. But you already know how they move. You know what I mean? You already know they gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now I gotta watch this. So it was stuff like, you know, the projects were split in half. Like they hung me in the first circle, nobody in the second. We heard in the third parking lot. So, but we gotta walk through their side to get to the market. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a lot of it was chaotic. But if you know the projects, you know how to survive it. You know what I'm saying? But I got hit 11 times at once during that war.
But let me ask you this: why the Latino homies from your hood, like, why did they turn, bro?
Man, they just seen, like I said, this one SA came home, and he turned one or two out, and then once them one or two reputable Mexicans from the hood turned, I just started seeing a chain of command. And then they was kind of like doing speed meth before that shit was even in fashion like that.
Oh,
and then none of the blacks did that shit, did none of that. So they started hanging with the Weemots, and they was doing it. But you got to think about it. Back in them days, I could be me myself. I could be in the car with 2-3 Weemots, Westside Weemots, and we out all night in the car thugging. You know what I mean? Riding through Harbor City, Dodge City, Rancho, wherever. You know what I'm saying? In the car, and it's not an issue. You know what I mean? We was all together like that. We sold dope together. You know what I mean? And Dodge City, Harbor City, ride through the projects on the boulevard, and they bust on us, and we on F Street. And they going down towards C. If we can't get to them, the Weemots will bust on before they got to the end of the block. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So it was a time like that. That's what I'm saying. So it started changing. And then they started being on some racial stuff. They started writing NK really on the wall.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? They started crossing out the hood for no reason. So then, then everybody had to start putting their pressure down.
Oh, no, that ain't cool, man.
Yeah, and it's been on ever since. I don't think it's ever going to be straight. You know what I mean? But let me say this, though. So let's clear the air. And this is on Waterfront. This is on Mommy Lil KY, rest in peace. We've been beefing with the Weemots since 95. We've been beefing with them since 1995, literally. And they only killed one homie since 1995, and that was only Lil KY, and that was about 3-4 years ago. Since 1995. Now, they don't shot some homies, but they ain't killed but one homie. You feel me?
All right. I could dig it.
So let's get that clear. Because people be like, oh, they ran them all, they ain't did nothing. And the side that did it wasn't even the side that we at it with every day like that with. So, you know what I'm saying? They can't even count that.
All right. So
let's play that record right there.
So the H2Os is up on the scoreboard. So the H2Os is up on the scoreboard, basically. I dig it.
Man, they know the truth.
All right.
You know, they got one homie. They got one homie for sure. Everybody else died a different way. You know what I mean? It wasn't even none of them or nothing to do with none of that.
For sure. All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's, man, no, I wish, they definitely gonna ask you to do a part 2 with you, man.
Nah, because I be watching these little vlogs, and they be like, yeah, we don't get on other bloods in the city, and we ran them, and like what? Like, y'all ain't even did nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even the Ghost Town homies, they ain't lost no homies to no Weemots. And since the homie Lil Doc, rest in peace, back in the day, they ain't lost none of them. Damn. So I don't, we just got to clear the record and put it out there. Like, you don't really get no Waterfront or Ghost Town homies talking about it, but I've been watching them on their little interviews talking about it. So, they can't even name someone they not like name them. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Nah, I respect your mind, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it a buck. They done shot some homies, but they ain't killed nobody but one. This war been going on since 1995. I got shot March 7th. Fresh home from Youth Authority.
For sure.
I know the scoreboard.
All right.
I'm the first one on. I'm the first one they touched on me.
I dig it. Man, I gotta do a part 2 with you. We running out of time, man, but please believe.
Good, man. It's good. I got a book out right now on Amazon Prime called My Hands to the Streets. It's about me running away from home.
Right.
You know what I mean? Joining the gang, getting put on Waterfront, going to Youth Authority. I just finished book 2. It'll be dropping next month, too. That's called Everything Over Nothing. And I'm going to be working on book 3. Book 3 series, man. Amazon Prime, My Hands to the Streets. Tap in with that.
For sure. And it's going to be all over the screen from the beginning of the interview to the end, man. So, for sure, y'all go check that out. You know what I'm saying? Support the real, man, for the trenches, man. You feel me? You out there, paying, Pandora and freaking all these apps, man. Support a real ninja, man. Support somebody from the turf, man, from the land, man. Come on, man. Spend a little paper, man. It's your brother, man. Come on, man. Support that, man.
Yeah.
We getting up out of here, man. I appreciate you, Nut Boy number 2, man. I appreciate you. Part 2 coming soon.
It's all love.
Nut Boy, Waterfront Piru, S.WigginsTV. We out of here.
Yeah, it's full business.